Hello and welcome. My name is Lexi and today we're taking a look at Dolce & Gabbana. So we're going to take a look at their Devotion collection. Now here in the US, you can now order Dolce & Gabbana makeup online. They also have some retailers. I'm lucky enough to have one close by, but I did actually order online. And they only have the Devotion collection at this time. So what they have would be these new liquid matte lipsticks. So I have one of the shades on now. They have the highlighter powder. Now mine arrived broken and they did refund me for this, and I just never placed an order for another one because I mean it's still totally usable. So we do have this highlighting powder, and then we also have the Devotion mascara. So this is the mascara. Let's go ahead and start off talking about this product. And you can see that we do have the Dolce & Gabbana logo at the top. We've got the hearts here. This is kind of like an antique metal kind of look. It's a little bit more patinaed than the rest of the mascara. And this retails for $35 US. So I think it's fairly priced. And by the way, sorry about the Band-Aid. I sliced my finger with a potato peeler. But let's take a look at this mascara because I do think that it has kind of an interesting wand here. Now this is volumizing and lifting. And I have to say, when you put this on, it does sort of feel like you are gluing your lashes in place. Like if you are using this and you are lifting up on the lashes, then you can kind of feel it kind of setting. So this is pure black Nero, and let's take a look at the demo here so you can see how this goes on. So as I mentioned, this is a volumizing and lifting mascara. It is called the Devotion Mascara Extreme Volume, and it's designed to give instantly dramatic, more than 205% lash volumizing and lifting results. It has an ultra black glossy formula that impactfully enhances the lashes from first application. And you're supposed to have visible results that last all day. Actually, it says it's long lasting up to 36 hours. So definitely a long time. Now, I have to say, I have been wearing this. Oh, a few more details. It is an ultra glossy, water resistant, and sweat proof mascara. It's specially crafted with 84% natural origin ingredients, including sustainably sourced Calabrian orange from Italy, known for its protective properties on lashes. It's enriched with D-panthenol, known to improve lash strength and make lashes appear thicker. And bonus, it is a vegan formula. I know there are a lot of people looking for vegan makeup, so good thing to note here that this one is considered vegan. The mascara is made in Italy and it has a 6-month shelf life, which is standard for mascaras. We have 8 milliliters of product. Overall, I have to say, I think this is a really nice mascara. You can see that as you're applying it, it kind of adds a little bit of clumpiness at the base of the lashes, but because of the shape of the brush, you're getting clumpiness at the base, which makes them appear thicker and more voluminous, but it's not extending all the way through the lashes. So it's not like your traditional kind of clumping mascara per se, because you really only see that increased clumping action at the base, and then it really smooths out. You do get a little bit of lengthening with these lashes, and as I mentioned, as you're holding the wand on the lashes, you can feel it sort of dry and set in place. It feels like it really is gluing your lashes lifted up. So I think it's actually a really nice mascara. The first time I tried it, I was like, oh, I don't really like this. You know, I didn't like the clumping there. But the more I wore it throughout the day, I realized, you know, it looks pretty good, especially from a distance. You could definitely use this, you know, for instead of like any sort of fake lashes. Obviously the mascara is not as impactful as true false lashes would be, but I do think it is a great volumizing and lifting mascara that really does provide a little bit of that effect. You know, I would have to say it's really effective at doing what it says it does. So I'm impressed with the mascara. I thought that was definitely a nice product here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlighter. Now, I tried to clean away the mascara. You can see, I didn't use soap, but you can see it really does stick around very well. So just wanted to share that with you. Now, let's take a look at the highlighter here. So this is plastic packaging. You can see we've got the Dolce & Gabbana here, and this is the highlighter, and it does come with this brush. So this brush goes with it. You can see we have a skinny flat top. The only thing, in my opinion, about this brush, which by the way, they come in a little bag, I find this is a little too large. You know, it's too wide. You can see I did use this in the demo that I filmed today. So you can see that, as well as one of my new favorite highlighting brushes. I bought this, well, actually I didn't buy this one. Fude Bobo gifted this one to me with one of my orders. And this is a Yoshiki highlighting brush. It is incredibly soft. So I think this brush is awesome. We'll talk more about this another time though. And let's take a look at this powder. Now, as I mentioned, mine did get a little banged up in shipping, but no issues with refunding it. So this here is actually going to be a bit more of a peachy gold. I wouldn't even say it's light enough to be a champagne gold. It's definitely going to be peachy. It's warm. It's a little bit deep for me, so it's not the best color for me, but it's going to suit medium and deeper complexions pretty well. So you can see that the finish on here, let's see here, you can see that the finish on here is going to give you a soft metallic finish. You don't really have any glitter particles, but you definitely have a little bit of that metallic finish to it. Let's take a look at the cheek demos. Now, we're putting the highlighter on here first with the brush that it came with, and then with the Kyoto Yoshiki brush. And you can see that there's no other product on the cheeks, just the foundation. So there's no like blush or anything during the demo. So you could really see the impact of that. Now, the brush that it comes with definitely gives you a lighter application. I had to go in a couple of times to really see the color, but I do think it's just a little bit too wide for my cheek to apply properly. So it's not the best brush in my opinion for that reason. But the highlighter itself, it goes on smoothly. It doesn't really accentuate pores. I think it's really nicely designed. It's just the color itself is not perfectly suited for my skin tone. Now, a few details about this product. This is the Devotion Illuminating Face Powder, and it's an oil and powder luminizer, which personally I love those because what you have are these little encapsulated oils, and when they make contact with your skin, they seem to sort of melt or sink into your skin. They become very natural and diffused looking. This retails for $58 US, and according to Dolce & Gabbana, it gives you 16 hours of long-lasting oil-infused luminizer that instantly gives radiance, enhancing results to every skin tone. And it's considered a universal shade. Again, I do think it's a little bit too deep and a little bit too warm for my complexion personally. It has a high concentration of pigments and pearls that instantly gives appearance of soft halo radiance to every skin tone. And again, this is going to be another vegan formula. So I think that is, again, a really nice feature there. Now, we do have a 2-year shelf life on here. It's made in Italy, and we have 9 grams of product. So overall, for a luxury brand, this is fairly priced. It's in line with other highlighters, that are comparable. This here is the Chantecaille Precious Gold Illuminating Powder, and I did want to compare this with it so you could kind of see. You can see that the Chantecaille is going to be more of a yellow gold. It's a little bit softer. And then this is the Tom Ford in Peach Light. We're going to take a look at the deepest shade here. I'm going to put this one right above so you can see that the Dolce & Gabbana really kind of falls in the middle between these two shades. And then one more, this is Les Symboles de Chanel. This is the Precious Coral shade. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one right here down the side so you can see how that compares. You can see this is definitely gonna be more straight up peach. It's also a little bit more matte in the finish. Let's go ahead and move on to the liquid matte lipsticks. And you can see the packaging here. You have kind of this matte plastic down here. We have the Dolce & Gabbana heart on the top, just like in the mascara. And so when I ordered 3 shades, but it did come with some samples. Now, 2 of the shades I actually purchased myself. So I opened the sample for the other ones. Let's go ahead and swatch all of the different shades here. This one here is 105, and let's try to just sheer that out a little bit. You can see that this is kind of more of a rosy nude. It's more of a brownish nude with a little bit of rose in there. And I have to say, I did really like this shade on the lips. So this one is 105 Rispetto. And I apologize for my pronunciation for anything here. Next, we have 200 Gratitude. Now, this was the first shade I wore. I also have a wear test with this one, so you'll see that when we move on to the lip swatches. Let me go ahead and show that out a little bit. You can see, though, that this one is really going to be more of a peachy pink. So you've got kind of like a medium tone rose with an infusion of peach. Next, we have 205 Affetto, and this is a gorgeous shade. You can see that this is going to be a cooler tone, kind of like a mauve berry. You've got like a little bit of purple in this rosy pink shade. It's really gorgeous. If you like the Dior Rose Blue shade, this is like a softer version of that. Let me just go ahead and swatch that real quickly right next to it so you can kind of see those together. I'll put that one right here. But you can see that how close those are. The Dolce & Gabbana has a little bit more purple in there, and it's also a little bit softer looking on the lips. Then we have 405 Devotion, and this is a really nice red, and we do have a little bit of those blue tones in there, but this one's pretty close to neutral, so it's still a little cool, but it's a neutral leaning cool red here. And then the red that's on my lips right now, we have 410 Audacia, and this one here is going to be a bit cooler. So you've got more of that cool tone burgundy red there, and we have a little bit more blue in that. So these are going to be the different shades I have. So we have 105, 200, this one here is 205, then we have 405 and 410. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lip swatches and the wear test so you can see these in action. Now, just a few specs on these. Just a few details. This is a no transfer matte liquid lip. It's made in Italy. We have 5 milliliters of product, and you have an 18-month shelf life with this. It does have a doe foot wand, and overall, I think it's a really nice liquid lipstick. And according to Dolce & Gabbana, it immediately releases intense high coverage color that lasts for up to 16 hours. You can see in the wear test when we get to that it really does hold up super well. Very impressive. And it is designed with a precise applicator for extreme lip definition. It's a soft, lightweight texture for easy and precise application on the lips. They're considering this a mousse texture. And it has an upcycled active ingredient obtained from Italian avocados from Sicily, known to boost lip hydration. So there are 9 soft matte shades. They have 4 different color families included: nudes, pink, coral, and red. It says the formula does not contain any animal-derived ingredient. So just something to note. It's definitely a great brand to look into if you have been looking for vegan makeup. Now, as for the texture of these, I have to say, I think it is a really nice liquid lipstick. This has definitely catapulted up there as one of my favorites. The Gucci liquid lipstick has been one of my favorites for formula, but it has a very strong fragrance. With this, you don't really smell any fragrance. It's not to say that it's completely scentless. I can still smell something, but it smells more like the ingredients used, such as like alcohol and so forth, in the actual product versus, a perfumed fragrance. That being said, when looking at the ingredients, alcohol is in there, but it's further down the list, and I don't see any added fragrance. There are some fruit extracts like the avocado fruit extract and so forth that perhaps might give it a little bit of scent. So overall, though, I think this is a really great liquid lipstick, and it's definitely going to be one of my favorite formulas because not only does it go on easily, it gives you a little bit of that soft blurred lip look, which makes it really easy to apply. The colors last so well throughout the day, and it's comfortable. So it feels like nothing on your lips. So overall, my thoughts on the Dolce & Gabbana makeup, this is my first time trying the brand, And I have to say, I am pretty impressed. It's definitely a brand that I will be keeping an eye on. The mascara, one thing I do want to note, because it does kind of give you a little bit more volume at the base of your lashes, you have a little bit more product dispersed there. It does feel a little heavy until it dries. So just something to note, you can feel the presence of that mascara when you first apply it. It only lasts for a moment or two. Once it is completely set, you know, it's weightless. The highlighter, again, I think the formula is really nice. The color I do not find to be universal. I personally don't love the color. So I do hope that they make other products with a similar formula and different color options in the future. The liquid lipstick, I mean, this is going to be a favorite liquid lipstick. I think it is fantastic. I'm really happy with these. And I'd love to know if you've tried any of these, what your thoughts are. Please share down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day.